Okay guys, so I'm trying to share with you a quick recipe. I have onions, I have 1 carrot and like 3 small Irish potato in this, and I'm sauteing it in some coconut oil. I also have some grains of this, which is I think it's base for curry. I can't remember the name. Somebody's going to remind me. I'm sauteing using coconut oil. This is the brand coconut oil that I use from Aldi's. And I'm just sauteing it to cook. Normally I cook it separately because, you know, the onions will be easier to sweat than the carrots and the Irish potato, but you know, let's do it. So that yellowy look that you're seeing there is from those grains of spice, and again it's a curry base. Just a few seeds that I have in it. You see them there, but yeah. So I'm sauteing this first. I'm trying to get it all cooked, including the potato. If you notice, I sliced the potatoes really thin and the carrots really thin so that they can cook at the rate of the onions, which might not happen, but at the end of it all, it will be good enough for me. So that's what I'm doing so far. I promised a friend a recipe. He tasted something that I made, and I promised to show him exactly how I do it. So I'm trying to get this recorded so that he can see it. So here it goes. So I do like to season as I go, and I just put on some sea salt on this, not a lot, just to, you know, enhance the flavor of the carrots, the potato, and the onions. It also allows the onion to sweat even more, and it does enhance the flavor. So I might apply a little bit of salt, not a lot, as I add each ingredient. As the need to, you know, you taste the people, so you know if you need more, but it really isn't a lot. It just brings out the sweat, and for me, it also increases the rate that the vegetables will cook. I think. All right, so it's almost done. Everything is looking nice and sweated, and I think the potato is cooked. I just want to make sure the carrots and potatoes are cooked. With the onions, it's not so hard for it to cook. So at this stage, I am going to add in some kale. I have like 2 leaves of kale that I chopped up thinly. And I'm going to just add it in so it will start to saute. I'm starting to saute it, and I sprinkle on a little bit of salt again on this portion. So I'm really sauteing in my kale, and we have sand at the bottom, pond, what do they call it? When it gets a bit burnt on the bottom. So that's all flavor. I'm not worried about it, because I'm going to pour some coconut milk inside of this as well, and I'm going to add in some turmeric. So I'm going to do that now. My kale is nice and wilted. My vegetables are cooked. Let me make this quick. So I poured in some coconut milk, not a lot as you can tell, and I'm going to stir it in on the base. I'm going to put in some turmeric. Here's my turmeric. So right now the heat is lowered, and I did add in some water with the coconut milk. I didn't really use a lot of coconut milk. I'm not trying to get running belly from this. Sometimes what happens if you have too much milk in it, but just enough to enhance the flavor. I'm going to add my beans now. I have some butter beans that I'm going to wash and rinse clean. I'm not going to wash it, I'm just going to rinse it off because I don't like the canny taste in it. And I also have some chickpeas that I'm going to do as well. So here's the chickpeas. This is the brand that I use. I get it from Aldi's. So I have it in here, it's already rinsed, and I start by crushing some of it, not all of it, because it's going to help with the sauce. So I'm going to just crush some of it. I'm going to add it in with the raw beans, the butter beans rather. So I'll do that. So this is as much as I'm mashing. As you can tell, it's not a lot, but it's enough to help with the sauce to thicken it and, you know, just make everything nice. So I added in my chickpeas, and I'm just stirring it in, and I'm gonna go ahead and add in my butter bean as well. If you notice the sauce is already thickening up. I may add some more coconut milk to this if I see the need to, and I'm gonna add in my seasoning. I like to use the seasoning. It's a complete seasoning from Badia. I like to use that along with my cayenne pepper. I don't like to use black pepper. I also have some garlic powder. I might use that. I already have onions in it. I don't have any garlic, so that's why I'm using the powder. But the real deal is always this, guys. So this is what I do with the beans. I put it in a strainer. The liquid, I hate that liquid, so I try to get rid of this. And then also I'm gonna just run the water over it, so that I can't do it with the camera. So I'm just gonna run some water from the tap over it to get rid of the excess canned water. So I got it washed, nice and nicely rinsed off, and I'm gonna just put it in my pot. Alright, so here's our butter bean in the pot. Everything looks good. I'm just gonna stir it all together. Like I said, I may put in some more coconut milk. Let's see. This little coconut battery's dying down. Not a lot. We still have. I thought I can use another time. And it's just on very low heat right now, so just to heat through the beans. Alright, so this is what I'm doing. I'm going to put in some seasoning now, and I'm just going to wrap it up. I know it's good. Done this so many times. So right now I need to taste to make sure the seasoning components are good. I have enough pepper. I might have enough salt, but I'm going to put in some complete seasoning which doesn't have salt in it, so it will enhance the flavor. I should have some more kale in it, but there was stuff in a rush. So that's it, guys. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. You have a great one. So guys, as you can tell, I did some prepackaged quinoa, the Mediterranean style. I purchased that at Aldi's. Yes, I love Aldi's. And this is what I'm having with the bean stew. I call this like a bean stew with turmeric. It's like a rundown type bean stew with the butter bean and the chickpeas and even the kale. The Mediterranean kale does have, the Mediterranean quinoa has kale in it along with bell peppers. It also has some chickpeas in it as well. So on the same theme, normally I like to eat like sweet potato, the Japanese sweet potato with this, but I didn't have time for that today, so I just went for that real quick. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one.